Well, the president's new immigration order is expected to come down any day now, so immigrants want to make sure that they know what their rights are.
Jessica Formoso here to explain what they can do. Jessica.
Good evening, Dari and Steve. With the recent raids, the immigrant community is scared and confused. If you are in this country illegally, know you have rights, constitutional rights, like anyone else. We spoke to a lawyer who outlined what you should and shouldn't do if ICE comes knocking at your door. The recent raids by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents throughout the country, including here in New York, has created a state of panic and uncertainty among the immigrant community.
There's a rift in the law right now. I mean, we're talking about federal courts who are going to make the decision about whether or not these detainments are legal.
ICE has made hundreds of arrests, more than 40 in New York. Trial attorney Misty Maris says many people are confused and don't know that they have rights that protect them.
You have the same rights as you would in any sort of criminal investigation. The constitutional rights do apply to them.
If ICE shows up to your house, you don't have to open the door.
The only way you would have to open the door is if there's a valid warrant. Then you do. If there's no warrant, you don't have to speak to ICE and you don't have to let ICE in.
You have the right to remain silent. Do not answer any questions or give them any information like which country you are from.
If you are detained by ICE, by law enforcement, by anyone, remain silent, evoke your Fifth Amendment right, ask immediately to see an attorney, and have that attorney help you through the process.
If an agent asks to see your documentation, Maris says never hand over fake documents. If you do, you now have committed a crime.
If you show fake documentation, you're obstructing justice. You're talking about potential felony charges. Never do that.
However, if you are here legally, meaning if you have a green card, you can and should show them. Before you sign anything, talk to a lawyer. You have the right to refuse to sign any document that is handed to you.
You could potentially be confessing to something. You could be admitting that you're in the country illegally. It's absolutely critical that you see an attorney before you sign any documentation.
The Northern Manhattan Coalition for Immigrant Rights says you have the right to record a raid or interaction with ICE. You can later use it in your defense. Also, the coalition recommends you memorize the number of your consulate or embassy in case you are detained or arrested. They can assist you. Remember, every case is different. If you have any concerns, just contact a lawyer. Again, you never know. Every case is different, and they know what they could tell you.
Without a doubt, it's important to know, though.
Very timely. Thank you, Jessica. Well, New York is ready to protect undocumented students. Schools are being told to call an attorney if immigration agents request access to students or their records. That comes in the wake of stricter immigration enforcement policies outlined by the Trump administration last week. New York state law entitles students up to 21 to a free public education regardless of their immigration status, and federal laws protect the privacy of all student records.
And I see